Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in and check out your boy, P Funk. Thinking right out here in the lab in the wee hours of the morning. The sun's coming up now, but I'm out here doing what I do for you. This lesson gonna take a hit. Why? Because it's a little personal. A lot of people don't like that, so to make a difference. But it's a life lesson. If you pay attention, you might learn something. You know what I do. You know how I do it. Let's go. Right? Isms. 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You told them to receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission. I'm on it. Is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? So I asked the question. Let's get that together, and I asked the question. Do you know you? You will when I'm through. Yeah, that's what I do. It's rhetorical. But if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, okay? But you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. How can awaken them? I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. Yeah, that's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself, and always, to my yacht, be true. Right thinkers, let's talk about what it takes to know thyself. Here we go again with that know thyself. What's with the know that? Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm trying to break it down to you again because it's not changed. It won't change. And I'm going to let you know again. It's my motto. Is know thyself. Why? Because it sounds simple. Yeah, know thyself. Enough. But it ain't that easy to do. To live by, the practice. Okay? That's the difference. And we all think. Yeah, I think no. But if you ain't thinking right, you ain't thinking. But then if you don't know who you or thy is, you really got problems. Let me try to put them together for you right quick. That's what this lesson is all about. We all go through life believing, okay, what we were told. When you're told something, you have no too many options but to believe or not believe it. But when you don't know nothing else, you gonna believe it. And that's cool until what? You find out. Belief is good until what? Truth comes into light, okay? Knowledge. And you believe what we're told. But by who? Parents, teachers, preachers, anybody else who was an adult figure who trying to tell us things about life their way. That's fine. But that's why God wants you to what? Have a personal relationship with him. Never mind what somebody else is saying. Even me. Okay? I ain't got a problem with that. Now, until you have your own God experience, not near death, just a blessing that or prayer that answered that you put some work in, did some good things, and you got an answer. That should give you an indication. My mother didn't know I did that. My father didn't know. Yeah, that's the eye. He sees all. Conceptually, when you have that concept, you can understand what? Being God conscious. You keep God on your mind all the time. I'm sweating like a pig up in here. What the hell? All right. But you need to keep be God focused. What you mean? I ain't been around, pray the Lord, all that. No, I didn't know. Being God conscious is doing the things you're supposed to do, the way they're supposed to be done. Just do the right thing. That's my philosophy. Again, that's my motto that I live by. And again, a philosophy can be proven by what? Implementing it. A belief can be proven by what? Finding out the truth. Something like that, okay? I ain't going to bother with neither one of them. But you can express God experience, a.k.a. your blessings, that let you know. You should know that who blessed you, where it come from, and why it came. Okay, that's all up here. Okay, when you practice the stuff that he wants you to do, he'll show you this is what you get when you do that. For all you people who don't know why the people serve the Lord, yeah, because they getting something from it. I'm doing the same thing, different. I'm still getting my blessings. It'll make a difference to me. What works for you make a difference. I'm doing what works for me. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. And what it takes to know thyself. Next one is desire. Desire to be what? Your best self is what did it for me. I always wanted to be good at whatever I did, so I put my best effort in and gave it my best shot, even when it was wrong. Again, I'll be the first to tell you that. Okay? My desires to be my best self was always there. I just used it, the wrong way. I know that now. I didn't know that then. I was all gun-ho, going the wrong way. All right? But I was what I thought the best drug dealer, the best hustler, best friend, father, brother, all my life. I always had integrity in what I was doing and stood on my principles. Okay? Everything in life for me was all about principles. So I've always had principles. Okay, now I got a philosophy that let me stand on it, and I can do just that. But back then, I knew what I was doing. I knew it was wrong. I was just trying to be good at it. Look at the mentality there. That's crazy, okay? But what? I still gave it my best effort. Still landed me in prison. So no matter how good you are at something wrong, you still got to pay the consequences. So let that go and start putting that same effort that I did doing wrong and being like best nonsense. I put that same effort in serving God. And man, oh man, oh man, what a difference. I can speak again from experience with that again. And when I started, better than myself, after realizing what I was doing was wrong in prison, okay, over 40 years ago, and with knowledge of what? Thyself, aka God, I was on my way. It wasn't no stopping me then. Why? I got with me, I'm ready to take on the world. And as my man Pinky and Brain said, what are you doing today, Brain? Same thing I do every day, Pinky. Try to enlighten the world. That's just my philosophy. And I give my right thing philosophy my best effort, and the rewards I receive for doing that, helping others, is priceless. It ain't a price tag on what I do for you. It ain't about the money. The comments I get back, priceless. Yes, I'm doing what I'm here to do, and it's getting done by those who let me know. So I'm good with that. Now, next one. What it takes to know thyself, 100% effort. Win all the time. Ain't nothing worse than half-assed. I hate anything half-assed. I'd rather give me nothing. Don't give me half effort. I can't stand that. It's personal. So yeah, I get crazy when it comes to that. Student. But always put the best effort in whatever you're doing. That's what it's all about. That's what you can do. You control all that when it comes to effort, retaliating, reaction, all those things, your emotions. You are the direct controller. All of that. The idea is to get control of it so you have mastery over oneself, so you know thyself. It all comes around the same thing. But if you're not all in, aka you ain't sold out 100%, invested into whatever endeavors you are, you won't be successful. I can tell you that right now. If you're going to do a little bit or just, no, it won't work. So moving on. Success is measured by what? The end result of the action that you perform. The blessings come from what? Effort, action. If you do something good, you'll be rewarded. If you do something bad, sneaking, deceitful, most of us do, you will be punished. What's so hard about that? Moving on. That's not brain surgery. A child gets to learn that early, and when they start living, it'll make a whole lot of sense to them as they go. They'll figure it out for themselves. When I'm doing it wrong, hello, simple. Moving on. All you gotta do is point them in the right direction. They'll go automatically. Now, I personally judge my success by how many people, lives I can change for the better. That's where I think philosophy go, just to help you be a better you, to help you to know you. That's it. I ain't got to do a whole bunch of celebrating, a whole bunch of hooping, hollering, ranting, and raving. Just give you a lesson. That's what I'm here to do, just that. Now, knowing who thy is. A lot of people hear that word, die, die. That's another word for God. For all those who don't know, it's a symbolic word. It's a subliminal message, and that's the whole key. You had to get the true meaning. Know thyself. The ego self knows or believes it knows it's okay, that's fine. But when you know your true self, that's Haru. That's the spirit that's in you that's woken up, but come from God. You become what? That's God. That's me. I look just like him. I was told by my brother, the older you get, the more you sound like daddy. What the hell he living through? I get it. It makes a whole lot of sense. But y'all want to make it some other than what it is. Nuh-uh. If you got a son, he don't look like you, that is your son. Simple as that. They tell you he makes it in the image. If I came out look like somebody else, I couldn't claim to be his son. He couldn't claim to be my father. Why? I don't look like him. See, moving on. All right, let me get past that. But to know thyself means to know God. How about that? I'm not all that religious, so I don't put it in that context, but that's what it means. Okay, now, I didn't know myself, first of all, let alone thyself, when I was what? Ego tripping, doing all that nonsense. It wasn't until they took away what? When all the drugs was gone, no more women, no more money, when all that was gone, all I had was who? Myself, and I reached the side and found thyself. That's the true life story right there. That's how I got mine. That's how I found God. You know, my man, ain't no secret. Everybody found him in different ways, different places, different times. I get that. My goal is to try to help you get there as soon as possible. That's all. And what's this? Once I realized my and thy are what? Are me, aka one and the same. I've been on this tear to tell everybody the same thing. But like Richard Pryor did in his show, wait till I tell the people about this. And I've been doing that for the last 6 years, and ain't planning on stopping. Why? Some of those who get it, I appreciate it. Some of those who don't, I can't worry about that. But I'm just giving it. My job is to give it. Who takes it, who uses it, it's not my call. I don't control nothing except the content. Remember that. All right. And I don't just use know thyself as a slick slogan or something cool. No, it's my way of life. I'm learning about me and want to be my best self. Why? That's what I'm learning about, how to be my best self. I'm a master of my philosophy that I live by, but I'm also a student of life. Why? I got to get better at this every day. I get another shot to get it right. If I didn't do it good yesterday, I'll be back to try again today. And what I did yesterday didn't work, I'm not going to try that. If what I did work, I'm doing just that. Your choice. Again, it's all about choices. This is what Mayat means. Choice. Just be able to make the right one. But with knowledge of self, you can do just that. That's what I'm trying to show you. Once you got knowledge of self, you can make better decisions. Who? For yourself. Moving on. And God, again, is thy. Okay? Cat's out the bag. For all you who miss the symbolism, the esoteric teachings, the word thy means God. Thy will be done, thy this on earth and heaven. All that good day, that's on my God. Oh, y'all didn't know that? Come on, you can't. I'm moving on. That's why I just give it. God, a.k.a. thy, is different but the same for all who know him by what? Their own experience. My impression of God and your impression of God is going to be two different things, but it's still God. Get the concept? Moving on. So, thy, a.k.a. God, is who you want to what? To know or must know what? Before death. Why? If you don't know yourself while you're here, you're going to come back again. New memory, fresh memory. Okay, now, I'm hearing people talk about the soul contract that you made. I ain't made no contract that I know of. I ain't going to make no contract that I know of. Why? Conceptually, that's their concept, mine a little different. Okay? So, the deal is, when your heart is weighed against the feather of my yacht, that will take care of all that. Simple as that. Don't make a difference. That's it. Symbolically, from my aspect of God. Okay. And when you're responsible for everything you say and do, that's why. And we knew that a long time ago. Now it's saying brain, the heart has a brain. Duh. Moving on. All right. But understand this again. We're spiritual beings having a human experience. And no one can be born into this world can escape death of the physical body. It's going to die. The question is, we know the spirit, it goes on, but the other thing called consciousness. And God represents spirit and consciousness. At death, that's all you got. Your spirit and your conscience. Would it measure up? Would it stand up against the competition that's supposed to? Would it make the way? Would it make the cut, being light as the feather, living right and doing right? That's a choice that everybody got to make for themselves. And until you get it right, reincarnation. I understand the concept. Some people think different. Okay, you can think for what you want. I go with what makes me happy. You can go with whatever you believe and makes you happy. One guy believes in God, other guy don't. They both right. Why? They have the right to believe whatever they want. That's why. Because I don't believe what you believe don't make me wrong. And because you don't believe what I believe don't make you right. Moving on. Our spirit is immortal. Our consciousness is what's temporary. Why? Because if it don't connect with the spirit will go on without the conscious. So it needs a conscious. So it got to get into a body so it can have a consciousness to work what it needs to be done. It needs to know what? Itself. That's why self-knowledge is the best knowledge. Why? That's the one that gets you across the threshold in the afterlife. Being a psychiatrist, being all that won't get you jack. Good payroll, good profession. But if you ain't living, doing it, being, it means nothing. Get the concept. So you can be whatever you want to be. Just be a good person. That God we got in control. He ain't a good person. I don't give a damn what you say. He ain't a good person. The people he around himself with, they not good people either. Why? Birds of a feather. Moving on. Simple. Moving on. I teach, again, only what I learned and over the last 35 years. Why? So that, yeah, I do know myself. I do know that. No, I know me. If nothing else, I do know me. And my profession is, I know thyself. Again, I'm trying to get you to do just that. Why? Because I do. I can help you. That's why. What I do is for you. Take it in. All right, I ain't got no more time. Let me wrap it up. If you stay tuned into me daily, what'll happen? You will learn life lessons for yourself that'll help you what? Know thy and yourself. That's my mission. That's my goal. That's the lesson. I'm out. And in closing, right thinkers. May y'all live to be 100, me 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers have passed away. For all those who know themselves, we don't.